Hi, I'm Franz Drameh, or as a lot of you know me, Jax from Legends of Tomorrow, aka Firestorm, and you're watching Supanova TV.
I'm here talking with Franz Drameh. Now, Franz, you are the Furious Firestorm. What's the adjective that normally goes with Firestorm?
Firestorm the Nuclear Man.
Firestorm
the Nuclear Man.
But you're Jackson, like Jax.
Yeah,
Jackson.
Jefferson Jackson. AKA Jax.
Now, there's an awful lot of this that I'm running into. Every time that I come to talking to people who are from the Arrowverse, there's a lot of Brits who do really good American accents.
Yeah, I try. I hope it's okay.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. Like, because every time I find out, oh, hang on, you're not from America, it just blows me away. Yeah. Now, when did you go across and start working in the US?
Oh, that's a good one. I think when I was 21. Right. I don't know. I'm 24 now. I'm bad at maths. I'm not gonna. I don't do the years and all of that. But yeah, I went over when I was 21 to kind of try my hand at that crazy period called pilot season, where they kind of start casting all the new shows and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, went out for that. Was pretty unsuccessful the first time.
Okay, right.
The first time didn't work out so well. Came back a second time and made it happen.
So that first time, how long was that before or after you did Edge of Tomorrow?
That was after.
Right.
That was after. I did Edge of Tomorrow when I was 19, going on 20.
Right.
Yeah.
And
we filmed it anyway.
How many years have you now been doing Legends? That's 3?
3. This is the 3rd year. This is our 3rd season, so 3rd year. But I started on season 2 of The Flash. Numbers.
So, sorry, this is riveting. This is doing maths with Franz and Quinny.
And so the Pythagoras theorem.
We'll ask Ray Palmer that one, won't we? But when you started doing Legends, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna talk about that a lot because I'm a massive fan of the Arrowverse, the CW, DC universe. Did you guys kind of know what you were making? Because it felt like it took a big tonal shift as it went.
No, we didn't. Well, I at least didn't. When we all signed on as a cast, we didn't actually know what exactly the show was. We knew that it was a superhero team, and we knew the Belandi versus kind of tone and the kind of theme. Yeah. So we knew kind of what the gist was, but we kind of just put our faith in the producers, in Mark and Phil and all of the guys, and then here we are, season 3. With a bit of a tonally different show than we started off with, but for the better, I feel.
Absolutely, I feel like it sort of in the first year was trying to be a bit more serious, a bit darker, all that kind of stuff, and then you've kind of just gone, oh, hang on, I know what we are. We're Doctor Who with superheroes or whatever. Yeah. So is it more fun? Like, do you find the process more fun if it's more kind of goofy? Or
Definitely. I mean, now we kind of have, we have time to kind of mock ourselves a little bit. And I feel that kind of evolved in a natural kind of way from season 1, where it was a bit too dark, and we'd kind of make it a little bit lighter at times, and in season 2 it just became a lot more kind of zany, and now season 3 it's just an absolute riot.
Yeah, absolutely. When you've got your partner, the other half of Firestorm, referencing his role in Titanic, and you're kind of like,
we do like to do our little Easter eggs and our little nods.
So are we going to get any nods to any of your previous work, or like, are you going to be fighting black monsters, attacking blocks?
I'm not too sure. I don't know how that one would fit in. That would be kind of funny though.
I would like to see that. Yeah. And talk a little bit about Attack the Block. How old were you when you did that?
So I was 16 at the time. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I was 16 at the time. Like, pretty much just left secondary school at the time, in college, and
And did you, what was it like to work on? Was it sort of?
It was amazing. Yeah. It was amazing. It was what was it, like just five lads all all from like similar areas and kind of similar kind of backgrounds in a sense, and we all just had a riot. I mean, we pulled pranks. It was insane.
Okay, this is a question that everybody asks, but what sort of pranks were you doing?
I remember one, which was kind of mean actually. I really scared someone pretty badly.
Oh.
So
should we not talk about this?
No. It's a funny one. I hid under somebody's desk for like 20 minutes, so that they thought they were completely and then jumped out. And I've never seen somebody go so pale in their life. I felt really bad afterwards, but it was kind of worth it. It was pretty funny.
Was it Jodie Whittaker?
It wasn't. It was it was one of the I think it was the production manager actually.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you've been nasty to the crew, which is a dangerous idea.
Yeah, no, it was fun. It was all in good fun.
Oh, that's cool. And what's coming up next? I've heard rumour that the Firestorm is going to be torn in different directions or something like that. What are you allowed to say?
Well, that's Jax's plan.
Right.
That's Jax's plan. Jax's plan is to kind of separate Firestorm so that Stan can kind of do his own family thing and yeah. But with Legends, you never know.
No.
Like we never know. As the cast, as the actors, we never know what's going to happen. We kind of all, as soon as the scripts get released, and we usually get them roughly around a week or so before we start shooting.
Is that it?
Yeah. So yeah, the turnaround's pretty quick. So we're always super excited to see what happens, and we're always like, oh my God, have you read what happens in the next episode? What? Because it's just anything can happen on Legends.
And have there been moments where you've just gone, oh, hang on, well, I'm doing some stuff that I'm not ready for, or?
Not really. There's been some concepts that I'm kind of like, okay, guys, I don't know how this one's gonna work out, but we'll give it a go. And especially in season 2, we did our Confederate zombie episodes, which is basically zombies and slavery. And I was like, ooh, okay. Okay, but it worked.
It did.
It worked. We handled the subject with care. We tried to not make it too dark, but also, you have to acknowledge these kind of issues in time travel, especially being a black character.
Yeah.
And going through time, history wasn't too kind to us. So yeah, we try to deal with that, but still make it kind of fun and light.
And I think that it walks a very, very tight rope at times, but manages to still keep it fun, but at the same time not shy away from it, which is a very, very careful balancing act.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think it's important to do that as well, because you have to tell all sides of the story, and you can't just pick and choose which kind of parts you're going to do if you're going to a certain era. And I think we kind of handle it well.
Look, Franz, thank you so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
Look, I did want to say, just on camera, you're a lot taller than you look in the show. Is everybody in Legends like 7'4", or?
Yeah, we're all kind of at that. Well, the guys at least, we're all kind of on that 6 foot up kind of range.
Yeah, because I honestly watched the show and I'm like, oh, you're the short one, and you're not the short one.
No, I'm not the short one
at all.
I think I just have bad posture too, so there's that. I kind of need to,
Yeah, come on, get into the superhero stuff, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. and how uncomfortable is that the Firestorm suit?
My one's not.
Yeah.
I quite like it. Like everyone's like, do you want to take the jacket off? I'm like, nah, I'll wear it. Let me embody it. Let me become. In my thespian side, my method side. No, it's not too bad. It gets a little hot when it's hot, and freezing when it's cold.
Right.
It's leather, so it doesn't really hold heat too well,
right,
and all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's not too bad.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Cheers. Nice one. Thanks.
I have found an incredible Captain Marvel. Tell me, why this character?
Well, she's powerful, she's independent, she kicks ass, and she has all the coolest superpowers.
What is the coolest superpower that Captain Marvel has? And if you could have a superpower, what would it be?
I feel like everyone would go for her photon rays that come out of her hand, but for me it's the super speed of flying, because it reminds her of her Air Force days, and I think that's what her favorite is as well.
Awesome, awesome. Now, if you could have super flying speed, where would you fly to?
Oh God, probably New York.
Yeah.
Always want to go to New York, hit the Broadway, all of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, why not everywhere when you have that power?
Absolutely. Hang out with the Avengers out in New York.
Exactly. Eat some shawarma, all of the things.
I'm not actually familiar with this character. Tell me who you're dressed as and why you chose them.
I am Aqua from Kingdom Hearts, and I chose her because she is the best girl. But yeah, she's my favorite.
She's your best girl. Now,
Yeah.
why is she the best? And what is this Keyblade all about?
So this is her starter Keyblade. As you know in the game, you get a whole ton of pimped out ones, but I wanted to go with the original one.
Classic.
Yeah, and she's badass, but she's also incredibly kind-hearted and sweet, and she's kind of the glue in her little trio.
Yeah, holds it all together.
Yeah.
Amazing. Now, tell me, did you make this costume and how long did it take?
It took a very long time. The rebuild of the armor, which is very dodgy, was done this morning because I shot this underwater recently, and unfortunately it wasn't quite waterproof, so it fell apart. But the photos are worth it, so I'm not going to complain. But
Amazing.
everything else was made out of silk and sewn together. My dear friend printed the blade for me.
Yeah.
And I stuck it together, sanded it, many, many, many hours of sanding, which I
Okay.
never want to go through ever again. but I think it turned out pretty good.
Now, Kingdom Hearts isn't really a superhero movie, but superhero game.
Yeah.
If you had a superhero catchphrase, though, what would it be?
See, I'm a massive Sailor Moon fan, so it's going to be something really dorky, like in the name of I can't even
The
think
moon.
on the fly.
We'll just go with the
yeah,
moon.
in the name of the moon. I'm not infringing on copyright.
Nice work. Thank you so much.